Hi friends, this is Susie, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 3172, where we have 32 moves to collect 2 ingredients. This is a tricky level. First we have to know how it works, and then we have to hope that it works well enough so that we can get it done. There are some pitfalls we could run into. So firstly, let's talk about the ingredients. We've got one here, or it could have come out here. If we had had a slightly better board, I would have preferred it over here. And it can either drop through these portals down into this top area or ride the rails, and that's what I want to have happen. I want it to ride the rails to here, and then it'll come out along this path, and then go back over to here if it's still active on the upper section. And I'm not able to drop it down because I do need to drop it down into one of these green spots, but I've got to clear out this frosting. And there are some pitfalls there too, plus I've got chocolate on the board and I've got ticking time bombs set to come down. A lot of different things to deal with. I like to start, if I can, by taking out frosting and chocolate. Now, look at this. It's above a column that does not terminate in a portal to be brought down here. It just stops. And that's a huge problem for me because I'll have to try to move it over if this drops. So this is not a move I want to make. Instead, I think I'm actually going to take out frosting over chocolate, hoping that the chocolate gets taken out by some cascading. Now here, I could take out the chocolate and drop this down because it's over a portal. But it's to the right-hand side of the top. And I really want this to ride the rails and come out on the left-hand side. It'll be so much better for me. The other thing I really want to do is I want to take out this frosting here as quickly as I can. Again, I could drop this down now and that would be okay, but I want to save it. I would really like to get rid of this chocolate here. Here, I'll take out this so no new chocolate can grow. Now if this drops, that's okay because it's on the path to this side. Now with the ticking time bombs, generally I don't have a problem with them, but I can have a problem if I get too much chocolate on the board because it can create a barrier to where I can't reach the candy with matching candies. I would really like to put those together. I just don't know how to do that. Let's bring green down. We've got a lot of green coming through here. Ooh, orange almost worked. I'll take this purple. Now what I really want to do is not only just break through here so I can drop this down, but break through this bottom area too. Because what can happen is I can have this pulled all the way through very easily. I'll try to show you what I mean if I can get this going. I could take out green. I'm going to hold on just a bit. I'm going to pull this through. Now I can take out green and pull this down. If I were to have put this, let's say here, drop it down to here, I would still have 2 layers of frosting to get through and there would be an ingredient on top instead of a candy, so I wouldn't be able to match it up. But if I have a column completely clear, it just slides right down. And now I've got my next ingredient coming through. I want to preserve it. I want to keep it coming through. I've got to get rid of this ticking time bomb in some way, but I'm afraid to take out purple at this point in time. Let's see if I can get more purple to show up over here. I'm a little bit worried about how to handle this. If I leave this alone, this is blue, so it's going to come out this way, more blue. I would have to wait 2 before I could get a purple. But I don't really have too many other moves I can make, do I? Yikes. I think it's time to take out all purple. I don't really want to do this, but this is how the board can sometimes foil us. It makes us take moves that we don't want in order to preserve our lives. The ticking time bombs are deadly. I've got one up here that's a little bit worrisome. I've got this one here. Let's try to take this out. There we go. And now I still have this one. But I've got this over here as well. I'm probably not going to be able to bring it through. I'm probably going to have it ride the rails again. Not pleasant, but better than losing my life. too early on this game. See if I can wait for this orange to come around. I think we're just going to make it with the orange. Let's take out that. Oh, yep, here we go, we got it. Okay, so now I still have to get this captured. It's going to be so tough. If I could go through there with the stripe, I would still have 2 layers I would need to take out. Not pleasant. So what I'm going to do is let this ride the rail to about here. Then I'm going to try to take it out. 2 ticking time bombs still a danger to me. This one isn't because it can't do anything to hurt me. Let's see. Let's bring this one into, oops, I did not want to drop that down. Yikes. I don't see any good opportunities here. I'm just waiting for this one to come around so I can take it out. And now I want to drop this through. I only have 2 moves. I don't think this one's going to work out for me. But at least I've been able to show you this first time round how to deal with the board. Even if I wasn't able to deal with it successfully, this is what we need to have happen. Now let's go ahead and try this again, and instead of talking so much, I'm going to focus more on the moves that I have available. That's still in a bad spot. I'm going to do this to take out some frosting. Ooh, scary. Like I said, sometimes these pitfalls, we can't stop them. It's not where I want things to be happening, but we might as well just bring it down here and get it back on the rails again. Taking out the chocolate as I go, I think, will be a good choice. If I can preserve this, I might be able to get a color bomb, so I want to make a move down here. I don't see any other move I can make except to take the orange out in some way. Oh no, wait, I've got one here. Good thing I kept looking. Alright, so we do this. I need to get this on the rails quickly. Here we go. It's back on the rail. If I could drop it through here, that would be great, but that would be such a tough road. So that's not what I'm going to go for. A little bit worried about all this chocolate coming at me. Oh, that's sad that that disappeared right when I needed it. Okay. So many tempting moves. But I just have to bide my time and be very careful here. Okay, I can take that ticking time bomb out. And I could blow this up. It would hit this once and this twice and bring this down, and I just don't think that's a good idea. I just don't want it to get stuck there. This looks good, though. Let's go ahead and just create chaos on this board and try to break through some of that frosting. So as this is writing, I still have 18 moves. I've got to get through here somehow. If I could slide that over, it would be good. Oh, let's make more stripes. And now I do want to drop this down fairly soon, but oh, I could do this, which isn't great. It doesn't make the stripe I'm looking for. I can't hit this doing it, but it brings this down. And I think this has worked out fairly well anyway for me. Let's do this to bring it onto the conveyor. Nice. And now all I have to do is this to collect. Now I've got to get that next one through here, being very careful not to drop it too soon. Now, if I do this, I can take out some orange, but this would drop down a little too soon because it would be on this side and I've got this area clear, so I don't want to choose that. I just have to be so careful that this doesn't drop down. Alright, we're almost there. See how tricky it is? Even when... Oh no! What in the world did I do? Even when we know what we want to have happen, It's still really tough to get it to happen the right way. All right, I can move this over. And I could take out a layer here, and then I would still have to get other layers gone. I'd have to get 2 other layers gone. This is another way to do it, but it's a harder version in my opinion. Ticking time bombs aren't an issue. I can make a stripe here and try to move it over. There we go, I can move it over. Yeah. I could make another stripe here. It's not aimed well. I'm going to do this and maybe try to get a stripe along this side. Hold on. Look at this. Got it. Okay, so I showed you 2 different ways to bring an ingredient down. One is if we already clear this out, it's much easier, and the other is if we don't have it cleared out, sometimes we have to clear it out while the ingredient is there. So making stripes on the top or the bottom, or in this case, both sides. That's how I beat this level. Really a struggle, but the more often you play it, win or lose, the more adept you'll become, because the more familiar you will become with the mechanics of the level. If this was helpful, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below, and as always, thanks for watching.